says I'm alive. So it was just the app. Okay. I just needed to shut down. I closed the app on my phone. Okay, so now I'm kind of rolling. Thank you so much. Oh man, there's a tornado on the ground. I can't believe this. There's got to be a tornado on the ground right there. Where is that? That is at the split where it goes down to I-29. There is a circulation right on the 2980 880 split, which is exactly where I was trying to get to. Underwood, Iowa is where I'm going to. I wonder where this is at. Oh my god, it's literally just south of Underwood. I am so far behind. Yeah, thanks. I'm unlisted right now. I'll switch that in a little bit, but right now it's right, exactly. Like, and just hear me like gut ache about it, like blah. Let's see, trying to make sure everything's working. But we were seeing it in the stream, right? Okay. Yeah. Hi, Noble Bean. Ooh-wee, this traffic is nutty. You know, and this would be the one day that I just kind of had to be out west, work at home, and it all goes down. It's like hilarious. It's like usually that would be like 30 seconds from that. So that's the way she goes sometimes. Sometimes life doesn't go as planned. Did you know that? I think so. Hey babe, can I bring you guys back? Alright, love you babe. I'll be on here momentarily. Alright. Bye. Bye. Hey brother. Oh, beast. I know. I can't believe I've been in traffic. So I left the house at 3:55. What time is it now? Okay, almost an hour, and I'm just now halfway through Omaha. The traffic has been unreal, but I'm finally getting some ground. I'm trying to gain on it, but yeah, we've had a couple, we have so much. I don't know the last time you've been. I can't believe the amount of road construction we have. It's really a pain in the butt. So it's all of it. Yeah. I do too. I'm right now. Yeah, I'm kind of. Yeah, more or less. I'm. Yes. Hmm. Okay, that's great advice. Yep. I love the 92 option. I'm kind of heading towards Trainer. Not really, but just in that direction. I think Trainer might be just south. Yeah. Okay, so I love that advice. Thank you. mean, look at that little hook there, right where it should be. I mean, that's really where I want to be right now. There you go. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere, does it? Yeah. Oh, look at that. We got a mezzo up now. Cool. That has not shown up. Oh my. Yeah. They like to mess. Hard to believe. I don't know if there's much to see. I don't know. Have you seen anything reported? Any visuals? I saw a funnel cloud right over Industrial Road. It was very raggedy. I'll send you the. I mean, I was gonna send you the video. I was like, that's not really that impressive. Yeah, seriously. I'd love hearing that. Trying like crazy to get out there.
Let me see what the fold action on the thing is. It's not as, it's close to the, well, not super close to the radar. I think the latest warning is a severe warning.
I agree, but look at that little knob showing up on the southwest side.
Let's see. Make sure I'm on the right radar.
Yeah, I'm on Valley still.
I should have been. I think I was on. Oh yeah, that looks great,
Dude.
I was on Hastings radar, and it looked good on Hastings radar, but man, it looks great on Valley.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah. Boy, yeah.
I can't get there fast enough.
Any chance you can get your stream on it?
Boy, I'm really trying, man. I don't know how to explain.
You have to stop and set it up.
Nope, I'm ready to go. It's ready. I just don't have anything to show.
What are you seeing?
Nothing. Just
Gray
sky, no clouds, no base. In the middle of Omaha, Nebraska, just like traffic everywhere.
You got it scheduled?
I'm streaming now, but it's unlisted. I'm very close to going public, but I want to get like on the road.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like almost pointing at it. Maybe that's a bad move. Maybe I could build up the drama. Like, I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to see anything. For the five people that, 5 people that care.
Build the drama. Everybody cares.
Build it.
Are you in the polygon for the tornado warning yet?
Just barely.
Because if the warning goes off, that's like...
Unbelievable. I'm also just kind of setting up for, we'll see what this first one does. And we'll also see what the next ones do. And all around this, I have to get gas. So I'm going to, it's just going to be one of those weird things, man.
Don't run out.
Right?
How much gas do you have?
Oh, I got about an hour, but I feel more comfortable just stop by and I got to fill all the way. Never think about it. But yeah, I had to work. I actually hosted a meeting until 3:45, and I got done with the meeting. I closed my laptop, threw down my headset, grabbed my streaming phone, and ran out the door.
That's how I do things.
I'm just like, I hope people heard me say goodbye.
Exactly.
Just like, whoops.
Oh, wow.
I might have left with haste.
Well, they'll just say, okay, Mike's
Yeah,
he's got somewhere to be.
yeah.
He's important. Yeah.
He's got other stuff growing.
He's important.
Shoot, I don't know about this. Oh man, there's a gas station right off the interstate. Nope. We've got closing speed though. We're closing in mighty. A mighty close. At least I hope. No question. Just fart around. Habitual fart-arounders. I'm glad you're on the phone with me though, man. It just helps for the moment keep my mind on the fact that I'm missing all of it. Thank you. I appreciate the reminder. Oh, that's awesome. That's what I said to Kara today. I said there's a merger north up I-29. I said there's a thunderstorm warning to the northwest. There's some coming south. Sure did. I love standing here. I'm outside of the car. I figured I'm 15 minutes from there. Oh man, I see a funnel. It's a mid-level horizontal funnel. Hold on. Dude, check it out. Oh, of course. I know you do. Oh, dude. There you go. I'm telling you, today could be a stream day if I do even halfway right. The ride's in motion all over the place. There might be a secondary thing happening right here. Man, I wish I could teleport. You like how I bracketed that picture in with the power lines? I've got a Coca-Cola in the car. I'm wearing my hoodie. The stream is ready. Let's go! Let's go! No more Olay. Yeah, let me know how that goes, please. Should be good to go. Oh man, nobody's here. No cars. Not one. All to get that. That was so nice. Thank you, Lord. See what you did there. Dude, I think there must be vorticity just everywhere. Anything that's just hanging down that has low pressure around it is kind of spinning. So, very interesting. And it's also 60 degrees here. We could have Tornado-geddon right now. Just, you have zeros taking over Omaha. Oh man, it's gonna be wild. Okay. I gotta get over like 4 lanes. 1, 2. 3 and 4. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. We're on I-80 now, brother. I'm flying. I'm almost to the river. I'll be over the river in less than 2 minutes. Alright, I'm going to try to do a thing here to get this thing. I don't know what is going on with YouTube right now, man. Come on. Well, I'm live, but it's not letting me alter the. Of course. Yeah, I'm working on, because I want it to be, here we go, we're almost there. You know, because you gotta do, we've already talked about it. We know what we have to do. You gotta hit the small button and the big button, and it's all gotta happen. Alright. Well, it's post 5 o'clock. The workday is done. Omaha, Nebraska, and we are live on a Supercell right now. We just had a tornado-warned storm that moved through Omaha, Nebraska, and wasn't able to get a good visual on that, but we are just west of the Supercell right now, heading over the river, heading over the Great Missouri, on our way to see what we can document here. The storm is hanging in there. It's got plenty of hail, plenty of the ingredients that you want to see out of a supercell like this, and just getting over the river now, so getting the kind of the first look. Get a channel the window here. Yeah, it's a little windy. Our look is going to improve by the minute here. We're going to take Interstate 80 up to the north, essentially, and see what we can see. I've got John on my earbuds, talking on my ear meantime. Okay, thank you. Not seeing it. Okay, let me see. Maybe my stream is offline. Yeah, I might have. Are you seeing the link, but it's not live, but there's no video? Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, versus almost like you're looking up. Yeah. Let me see if you guys like that perspective a little bit. Hopefully it catches up here in a second. We get it. Okay. Thank you. Really glad to hear that. It's looking kind of angry right now. So we've got some a couple chaser friends up there right now. Via I see a couple dots, but there's not a lot of us. So it's kind of ideal. Low traffic situation. We'll go see what happens. And meanwhile, we have show number 2 that is cooking in a pot to the southwest of here. So I can see to my southwest a massive shelf that looks like it's about over the Platte right now, the Platte River. Oh my gosh, that thing is crazy. So hang on stream, hang on chat. We're gonna get, we're probably gonna get a double show going on. So shout out to Mr. John McKinney, who's on the phone with us here. You may not be able to hear him right now, but he's with us. Wife and family supporting at home. Shout out to all the kids, all the grandkids. All right, stream, you're gonna get a little bit of a view here. Now we're gonna essentially start heading north, and we're officially kind of engaged. We're right where we want to be from a positioning perspective. Let's kind of walk up the rope and see what this looks like here. Paige, what's going on? Paige and friends, some of the greatest moderators that ever, just greatest moderators that ever touched the internet. All right, so hopefully you guys can see that on the stream. There's just, without question, you can see the area of interest. It's kind of like a mid-level guy. It's quite a stream coming in actually, and we'll keep getting a little better angle here. We got to get out of the construction, but I was not sure if I was even going to make it out to get a look at this storm, because I was, first of all, at work and then in traffic. But the storm has been moving quite slowly, so it gave me a chance to catch up. It has ticked up just a little bit. It's at 13 knots going to the northeast. It was trucking at about 9 or 10 through Omaha. Pretty slow. Compared to what we usually see, especially this time of year. You get a really ripping jet, you can have storms moving 50, 60 miles an hour. To have something moving at 15 is just, it's bonkers. So you guys can see we've got some visuals on the we got some cracks in the windshield between us and the storm, but hey, that's all right. Is that looking good or what? That's what you get. I think from those hail pocks could be from the largest EF1, widest EF1 ever recorded. If I understand it correctly, the Essex tornado ended up being the widest EF1 in history. In U.S. history, anyway. Okay. We're just crawling right up to the hook right now. We got the hook right in front of us. Significant amount of lowering. Can definitely see motion in there, and we definitely got some things happening here. So let's hang with it. We're probably going to punch through and jump to the other side of it. Versus stay on the RFD side. I'd rather be on the inflow side. So on the opposite side of the cell, basically. But yeah, look at that. Woo! That's pretty decent looking. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well on the stream. We're gonna go through a little bit of rain here, and then we'll have a nice view back into it here in a minute. But yeah, there she is. And right now we are essentially southwest of McClellan, Iowa. Hopefully my real-time stuff is working and all the things are working. And thanks anybody who's on the live stream. Appreciate joining on this Thursday afternoon here near Omaha, Nebraska. I'm driving by cars and people of all ages have their phones out. It's quite a spectacle. And here we are. I mean, last year, just a couple days from now, we have the big event that happened, April 26th. Oh yeah, we got a chubby looking wall cloud here. I'm just gonna very carefully angle this out here, out the side window. Going through a little bit of rain, but that's not gonna last very long. We'll be on the other side of that here soon. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've heard the audio is a little goofy at times, so I'll try to raise my voice, but it's especially bad when we're going through periods of rain. Right now I'm not able to look at chat, but appreciate anybody that's participating there and just joining the stream right now. And there we go. I mean, it's like right here. Right there to our left is, look at that guy. That is beautiful looking. I'm gonna get the top of this hill here a little better angle. Gonna do the old windows down, water in routine. Woo! Okay, we've got some traffic up here, just gotta be a little careful. Yeah. You can see a little hail core in there too. So we're just gonna jump up ahead and get up to our next exit. Woo! Oh yeah. I mean, that is doing a little thing back there. Got a little elevation coming up here. I'll keep an eye and see what it's doing. Get another angle here on it. Hope you guys can see that all right. Did not expect really to see this kind of activity today. Just expected some thunderstorms kind of come through, but there's definitely shear in the environment, a little bit of instability, so here we go. Heck, it is April. Alright, I feel a little bit better about where we're at now. Getting ahead of it a little. Get another angle. We got an exit coming up here in a little bit. It'd be a good spot. There's some really good storm viewing spots here right along Interstate 80 next to Omaha. Oh yeah. Got people flying by. There's a little hail in this. Not too bad. Not nearly like what we've run into this year so far. April's, yeah, this A couple of these storms lately have been some hail throwers. Big old hail. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a great looking view. Hang in. I'm gonna pull over here quite soon. We'll watch this thing kind of move towards us. Just keeping an eye on it, and it looks like the stuff basically back to the southwest might be a kind of a shelf cloud producer, but man, I really want to stay with this one up here for a little while, see what it's going to do. Look cool up here, about 64 degrees, 65 now. Band going into this thing, so and yeah, we'll see what this one does. And whatever happens, Underwood will be good. Underwood, Iowa would be a good place to kind of figure out, are we going to stay with this one, look at what's coming up behind it, do a little eval. So we're going to pull off here in a second, and we'll kind of sneak into the inflow of the storm, which will be hopefully more or less free of rain and give us a view back to the southwest into said storm. Let's see. I'm flying solo right now. I've had daughters with me off and on, but yeah, today I'm just kind of doing the thing. A neighborhood chase, if you will. So just kind of fun when you can get out of the house for a minute and see what's going on. We got people pulled all over the place here. Oh, there is construction, so some of those might be related to that, but I'll see if I can give you a shot back here. It's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Ready for the reveal? Here we go. Whee! Super. That's a super shell. That there is a super shell. And my my hand. I gotta have my hand in there at all times. That's, if you've ever seen any of my videos online, and there aren't a ton of them, but you'll see my hand in the lens. Just, it's what I do. So that's the cell we're watching kind of move up towards the northeast there. You can see the striations on it, indications of shear and whatnot. Okay. There we go. Figure it out. Look at that guy. Our storm. She's a brand new one. I'm just getting my stuff together here a little bit. I'm basically just trying to get to a highway that kind of more or less moves off to the northeast. I don't know if that's going to be too far south of where I want to be, so just, yeah, kind of evaluating everything right now. I think what I'm going to do is kind of go around Underwood, and then we'll get back on this highway. We'll link up with it later. This thing is looking like a beast. It's wild. It has like a June characteristic, but an April reality. I can't really explain it. Just given the time of year and the temperatures and dews and all that stuff. But man, it is really impressive. Just move you guys over a little bit. We're going to drive at it for a minute, and then we're going to take a north option here, possibly. So thanks anybody that's joined. Yeah, just popped out of work at Omaha and had a tornado warning, basically just heading over the river. So it was a let's go take a look kind of a moment. So sometimes those can be the most fun. It's unplanned, unpredictable stuff. So just give it a little look here, kind of see what's going on. Get to know the storm a little bit. Is she growing or slowing down, recycling? Yeah, you can see there's nice little motion and inflow there. Let's just go outside for a second and kind of listen what's up. Can hear the sirens from here. Definitely not going away. I wasn't sure, but yeah, there's plenty happening here. You guys can see the motion there on the right of that, just streaming in. See that? Also kind of watching the rain curtains to see what's happening where the circulation might be. It's kind of right in front of us. Really good looking storm, actually. Just nice to get out. Oh, nice CG right there. All right. Just take a second, kind of get my bearings again here. Yeah, I'm probably I might scooch out again, get a little bit ahead, you know the game. Get up and ahead. Probably not sitting at the smartest angle. Get too antsy either, but I just want to stay ahead of it. That's the whole thing. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not actually something down. Yeah. It's moving. You can see it. You can see it just kind of doing this thing, I'm not sure if it's translating on stream exactly, but yeah, you can definitely see where it's trying to wrap up right now. Right there. Come on, you can do it. Everything is turning. So it's just like watching things kind of consolidate. You know, you get these little spinny things happening and flowing into a central area. Might go a little bit north. It's definitely right in here. What a time, spring. Sitting right inside of the tornado polygon right now, outside of Underwood, Iowa, which is very close to Omaha as well. Just trying to see what this thing is going to do here. Got it right in front of us, kind of a situation. I'm going to defog the windows here, hopefully. Just gonna go north just for a mile here. Yeah. Certainly feels good to be out, regardless of what's happening, right? You know, long term. It's just nice to get out and have a look. All right, we got a road coming up here. I mean, there's stuff streaming in right here. Wild. Very cool. Radar look. I'm a little behind, but I don't need to. You can see pretty much what you need to know, but wouldn't mind a little radar action. Hopefully the stream's hanging in there. I think I'm, you know, as usual, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Data issue thing. Okay, we're gonna go up here. Hill, take a look. think? What are y'all seeing? Clear, clear, clear. Okay. Definitely got some interesting features on it, so just moving a little bit east here out of the rain. Get a visual here to our south again. I can see what looks like feels like a wall. It's like a wall cloud, yeah. Oh goodness. Car on a hill. Near town, Underwood, Iowa. Alright, now we can pull up. It's going to be a little rainy, but hey, you know, it's the way she goes. Just going to step out for a second. It's kind of turning a little bit more, I don't know, into kind of a worm looking feature, if you will, but oh man. Yeah. Kinda see you doing something back there. Yeah. There we go. There's the hand. It's my trademark. So here we are. There's our storm in full view. A little chilly up here, but man, the clouds are moving. There's like a kind of a thing right here. You know, we're kind of sitting in the notch of the storm, if you will, where the inflow and the rear flank merge. Well, what do you think? Should we go a little bit east, see what it wants to do? Man, with everything going on, it's surprised we haven't even seen just like a little thin rope or something pop out. It's got that kind of look. Yeah, I think we'll go just a little bit east. No harm. Hey, I got it back on the magnet without dropping it. Today is just full of milestones. Appreciate anybody that might be watching. Anybody that might have joined. We got a little bit of rain coming in, but hey, we're just gonna get out of that right quick. So, you know, this kind of looking at things, feels like the storm's a little shot up, but that doesn't mean that there aren't other things that are going to happen. Maybe, I'm not necessarily thinking with this storm, but maybe behind it. There's a little thing that southwest of here that we might look at, but yeah, that was an interesting little development there. So I'm just gonna hang with it for a little bit. Might drive through some rain. Definitely gonna drive through some rain, but yeah, I'm just glad that we have had a chance to hang out today. Was not necessarily planning on doing a live stream, and it's really cool when that it just happens. And thank you for supporting and being here. If you don't mind me saying for the 50th time. So let's see what we got here. This. So this storm is no longer warned. Not a huge surprise. Not a huge surprise. We kind of saw that happen, a little fall apart, but man, she really still, there's just a lot of motion in there and lightning and stuff, so just kind of hanging with it for a minute. And also watching to see what's happening behind all of this. There's a pretty decent storm that's going through Omaha right now, to the point of like hail, you know, a lot of hail, a little bit of rain. Doesn't look otherwise, you know, violent or concerning. But it does look like they have maybe a flood watch or flood warning over parts of Douglas County. All right, so just getting a little east here. Get one other look at this storm, maybe just kind of from the north angle. Oh wow, somebody just sent me a video from Omaha, and it looks like downtown Omaha is flooding. Doesn't look good. Wow, that's no good at all. Okay, let's see. So funny being like a chaser type, you know, because you hold on. Man, that CG, right when I said that, CG about hit a mailbox sitting right next to me, but you just hold on for hope, like maybe this thing's gonna turn around, maybe it's gonna recycle, maybe it's going to re-strengthen. And you see what you see on radar, but what I see with my eyes looks different than what I'm seeing on radar. It actually looks like it's still holding together. It's got feeder bands and some stuff going on. So we're just going up here a little bit to the north, maybe a couple miles, and we'll get a look on it. Stand by, please, while I do just a couple checks here. I am solo, so that was definitely CG. Boy, structure is pretty cool looking, so yeah, I'll get an angle here and show you all once again. If you give me just a minute, I'm gonna find the best road for us. That's not one of them. That is not what we call the best road. I said best road, not Bob's road. There's a huge difference. How's the stream looking? Is it looking all right? Is the data doing all right? Audio okay? We're still growing and learning and trying and doing, so we're still in the growing pains. Probably will be for the rest of my life. That's just the way it works. Look at this. I'm looking back on radar and it's kind of got a little attitude again. What the what? I almost left it, and then instead we're going to just take a look a little bit to the north here. And it's basically just kind of cruising right up this way, almost parallel the highway that we're on. We're on Railroad Highway Street. That sounds like a contest winner. Railroad Highway Street. Okay. Zero familiarity with this area, so hopefully there's some little visibility up here. I wouldn't mind just hanging out in front of this little notch and we'll watch it move up to the northeast here for a little bit. Looking at velocities, velocities still show some things, some life to and from the radar, if you will. There we are, friends. May I, in front of your mailbox, it says, it says that. No hunting. What about for those? What about for that? Okay, so there you go. I could see the rain curtains down there. They're actually dancing a little bit. This is just beautiful. I'm so glad we decided to just come up here a little bit to the north of it. My neighbors would not be happy with me parking on the opposite side of the street like this. What do you think, stream? Not bad for an April Supercell. Knock down my... Whew. How's it looking, y'all? You able to get in there? Okay. Oh, I hope you got that. We got that CG on stream. So I'm not going to interrupt the view. I'm just going to basically say what we're more or less looking at is the part of the storm that's rotating the most. That's where we're seeing the most velocities, and where you see a concentration of rotating activity, the pressure inside the storm lowers. So that's why you see, clouds at varying heights. It's different, different mechanics and whatnot. But long story short is we're looking for that block. We're looking for that lower pressure cloud block. And so you guys can kind of see that. Like, that's what I would call that a wall cloud. The cool thing about storm chasing, just meteorology in general, is that, there are things that are definitive, and then there are things that are that's pretty good. You're on the home stretch.
Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent. Good job. It's very impressive. All right, thanks everybody for being patient. I had to catch up with one of our daughters. Okay, bing bang, moving along. Hopefully the stream is still working, looking good. I'm trying to, being solo, unfortunately I can't pay attention much to the chat, so just trying to kind of hang in there and stay safe. But really appreciate it. Anybody and all that have joined. I might take this little jog here. Okay. Looks like the stream is still up, so that's a positive. Go look at this. I don't know if it's like a trying to give you guys just a little better view than I'm seeing here. Okay, no outlet here, which is fine. Oh yeah, I'm not the only one with this idea apparently. Yeah, there you go. While I was on mute there, I don't know how far away it was, but there's a CG. I think I was holding it outside the window showing what we're looking at, obviously, and I think a CG hit X far away. I don't know if somebody could go back and look. Was that a mile away, half a mile away? It felt like it was in my ear. Inflow. What's going on here? Let me get my bearings quick. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look outside. Woo! Anybody else just hold your foot on the brake for a day because you're afraid it's not park? That's just me. Okay. Anyway, this one's looking like so cold. It's like 60 degrees. What do you guys think? We're inside the notch, if I could show. I mean, if there was such a thing on this little guy. Kind of see where we're at here. I don't have an iPad, but someday. So anyway, kind of see that little curl? That curl happening right there. Whee! It makes that sound. It goes whee! So we are right at basically the top of that. So something probably right about there, if I had to guess. Which translates to top of the horseshoe. Okay. Hang in there. Doing a little rewind. How's that stuff looking southwest of here anyway? Oh, look at that. It's all... Woo-wee! That's that big batty bolt. Oh, man. Well, that was... We almost have what looks like a tiny donut on radar, but... Oh, not really. See, last time I held it, lightning almost blasted out of my hand. Yeah, there's just like really cool stuff. Just, if nothing else, just visually, it's just fun to look at. Just the energy and the what's going on in there. It's like so peaceful too. This is what she's been doing. Just no question, they're sheer. I mean, look at that. Very curious how much of that translates on, you know what I mean, when your clouds have such a fine detail. I just don't know if that always translates through video, being able to see that level. Yeah, I think you can see that. I'm waiting to see if we can get a lightning strike out there, maybe. There's the full panorama right there. Some pretty cool features. It's about ready to swallow us up. If you guys are able to hear the birds and the thunder and the rain, man, might just have to put this on a loop. It's beautiful. Man, it's just like, whee. Might push on down the road a little bit. Here we go. I think what we're gonna do is just get north here. I'm gonna get on a better road. Windows down, water in. Let's go. Lake City, the Lake City EF3. You want to talk about windows down, water in? That might actually be a Freddie McKinney special. After watching that video, I think he came up with the phrase windows down, water in. This isn't quite that event, but still awesome to be out. I mean, look at that thing. That is just straight spinning. Absolutely hauling. Look at that. Whee! It's going. Oh my goodness. Get a little humidity in the car. Hold on, I gotta wipe down the excuse me. Wipe down the streaming phone. The streaming device. Alright. We're going to link up with some roads and avoid any hails in the shape of cars. Preferably Ples. Well, before Monster Asaurus convection slammed into this thing, that was pretty cool. And just, it doesn't want to give up. But we're going to scoot around. They've got it warned probably for hail. Hail and heavy rain. Make sure nobody's coming out of that. Sorry, y'all, but eventually I'll get into a workflow that makes it look like I know what I'm doing more times than not. locked in with rain at this point. Let's see here. This road is dicey. Big time lightning. Big time lightning. Alright, so what time we got? That 6:13 p.m. Torrential rain right now. Just kind of hanging out with a little bit of a couplet that we've been following for about an hour. Rain is very loud, might be impossible to hear me. Seeing a thunderstorm warned out to goodness knows where, forever. I'm basically just working to link up with a main road and go from there. Still watching it. Hope everybody watching the stream's doing well. Thanks for joining. Do the thing, you know. As a watcher of YouTube, you know what the routine is. I'm not going to say it. There's at least 3 things that a really friendly and loyal YouTuber would do. You know what? That's a dead end, but that's okay. We're going to hit this road. We're going to hit this road real quick. Initiation of multi-point turn. All right. The top of this hill. Well, nice little road. It is someone's driveway, which often can happen. That's okay. We'll try not to freak them out. And just do a U-turn. Poor people, I'm sure they're just more than used to this. Yes, I could have looked ahead in my map, but I was just kind of going with it. Well, let's see. Get back. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. Still see a base on it, you know? Obviously somebody's seen some hail. Shout out to Nova Bean. Checking lights. Lights good. Seatbelt good. Gas good. Camera good. We're in the rain again. All right. Let's see, it's dropping tons of rain. Woo. Here we go. Man. Might be in the rain for a minute. All right. Heading uphill. Into a stop sign. Pretty windy out here. Woo! It's a lot of rain. Some front. Go, go, go. I would be talking a little bit more, but with this kind of rain, I almost have to yell. So let's just enjoy the drive together, shall we? Also focus a little bit just on the road and, you know, that old chestnut. But let's see, what do things look like? Maybe, I don't know if there'll be PTO in my future next week. Maybe some PTO. Really intense rain. Really intense rain. making my way back to 680, the interstate. Thanks all who have joined and hanging in with me. Hopefully you guys were able to see some cool stuff on the stream. A good hangout. Oh, a little bit of lightning there off to the right. Yeah, this is like being inside of a car wash. Yeah, feel free to comment on anything that we can do to improve the stream, or maybe not driving torrential rain. That'd be a good start. Woo. This road isn't bad though. It's hanging in really, really well. Been on some roads, especially around Kansas. Oh my, oh my. Still popping all around us. All right. Woo. Just taking it easy, making our way back down towards the interstate. We'll see what we got when we get there. Took some pretty good hail damage the other night, but no water is coming in. This isn't quite like the movie Twisters, is it? This is on the B-roll that they don't show you. All good. About a mile or so away from the interstate, thankfully, so. I'll get the stop sign, check radar, see where we're at. I'm gonna try to get south. Progress here. Thanks everybody for hanging in. I'm just kind of focusing on road and yeah, this is turning into a sludge fest right here. We all right. We gonna be all right. Hope I don't get copyright stricken for that. All right, flooded bridge, no problem. That is what we call a wild-looking bridge. you doing, John?
I'm doing good.
John McKinney.
Your screen's out of focus at the moment. I think it's because you're zoomed in a little bit, maybe?
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
That's all right. There's nothing to see anyway. It's just a...
Well, I know.
But yeah, thanks for the heads up. Got her.
Same. And then, are you using the iPhone?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So, that's good.
Yeah.
I was working with that the other night, and on the focus,
Yeah. Drive me crazy.
and Freddie gave me a
Got it. Okay. So when you basically get your infinity focus, just lock it with the camera. Alright. I just gave that a whirl in the stream, so let's see if that helps. Thanks for the tip on that. Oh man, the storm I literally just left went tornado warn. Yeah, I mean it was just so... Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I didn't want to get munched by the weirdness, but it's just kind of funny. Top one that's just basically in front of... I mean it's for all intents and purposes, it could be just like a gustnado or something. It's got an actual couple. No, it's not. But I was gonna look at the one south of it actually. So I stay with the north one for a while. Hieroglyphs. Sometimes you just gotta get a new look. Yes. That thing's dropping tons of rain. How's Freddie doing? Are they having any luck? Oh, did they? Nice. Hey, take your time. You're good. to those hanging on the stream, thanks for doing so. We're repositioning, so we're going to see about maybe another thing here. So I've got John McKinney on the other line, just chat with him a little bit. Sounds like Freddie had some luck down south. So. So they had a little funnel there. That's cool. Nice. Fantastic. That's good. You hanging at the homestead now, John?
What?
You're at home?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You got 25 watching now.
Right on. Thanks everybody for watching. Super cool. We're hanging out here in western Iowa. Yes, we got a tornado warning off to our yep, just to our northeast by about, I don't know, 15 miles. We've got another supercell to our south. That's thunderstorm warning moving into same kind of environment. I don't know. I like what the southern one looks like. For where things are and what the structure looks like on radar, I think I like the southern one better. So, would you concur?
Yeah, that thing up there's
doing a thing.
To the north. Yeah, it's kind of doing what one was doing earlier, just spinning. I wonder if it's kind of trying to do, I don't know, that's just weird.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
You very rarely see a storm with that orientation doing that. So.
Yeah, it's just a little too bizarre. So, I don't know. But, you know, today's just one of those days where you can take a look, try some different things.
Yep.
I don't know what is going on with that thing.
Let's see, your location says Neola, Iowa.
Okay.
They've said that for quite a while. Well, I see Neola, Iowa.
Yeah. Kind of on my way to just link up with 680.
You might want to
Yeah, I'm basically just over in Underwood again. Just
now it says Underwood.
yeah.
I see where you're at.
Cool.
No. What?
We're gonna be going east into some rain again shortly.
She got into a path shredded.
So,
Anything happening over in that part of Nebraska? Is it even raining, or is just not much happening?
well, not much.
Okay.
Couple cells way south, but
Right on.
they're kind of small. And
Yeah, I just feel like I need
this thing where you're at is kind of globbing out a little bit.
I know. I'm just kind of in this middle of glob fest, and people are watching me doing
Yeah.
500 U-turns a second, but just not sure.
You think you will chase any of these cells?
I don't know. That's what I'm debating. Like, do I want to re-engage on something? You got that.
It's hard to know. You drop it, and it'll drop a tornado, and then you go after it, and then it just feels real weird. So
Yeah.
that's your options.
That absolutely seems to be the option, doesn't it? I think I'll go try to kill this storm to the south. That's generally what I'm good at.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's the one I'm angling on. As much as watching what was going on in the north, I just didn't like the orientation of where the circulation was to the storm itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just did not look right. But yeah, I'm kind of making a beeline for that Oakland storm right now.
You're only about 15 miles away as the bird flies.
Right on. Almost too easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it might be a structure thing too, so.
That's kind of, yeah. That's okay too.
That storm you were on earlier was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that thing was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I was so grateful to have been able to get in front of it like that. Yeah, she was a beauty. As I looked at it, I kind of mentioned on the stream, it was a kind of a an April reality. If that thing had been May or June with 70 dews and 80-degree temps, holy moly. With that kind of shear in the environment that we had, you put 3,000 or 4,000 cape in that storm and it goes bonkers. That's what we're headed for.
Just noticing some things. I can hear the audio on your stream, but it's not very loud.
Yeah, that's been a comment, is that the audio, I don't know, I've got it on the back mic or the front mic, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Maybe the back mic would be better.
Maybe. I'll give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's been
Yeah, let's try that.
All right.
I'll listen.
Cool. I just switched it to the other mic, so maybe that'll pick up a little better.
All right.
Thanks for the heads up on that. How does the focus look on the view?
Pretty good right now.
Okay.
Much better.
Good.
If there's no rain, running autofocus is fine. But
Yeah. Anytime the wipers start going, it gets real bad. Yeah, thanks for that. That's very helpful. what? Or what? Let's see. Maps.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to getting out here with you too, John.
Yeah.
We'll get that going this year.
The rotation
Yeah?
on this Oakland storm still. That's I think if you could get east of it.
There you go. I'm going to be doing like a weird approach on it, but that's okay. I've been out of the hail today, and that's good with me.
Yes.
How's Nathaniel feeling? Is he itching to get out as well?
Oh, he's itching to get out of school right now.
Oh yeah, I bet. That I believe. It's that time of year. Got what, about a month left roughly?
Yeah, roughly. Maybe a little less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, how the velocity is looking?
I think if it's a promising day, maybe it'll be up for good now.
Okay. I'm about 10 miles away.
There's a tornado. I don't know if it's one. There's a blue tornado warning.
Yeah. Kind of weird. It's gotta be radar.
It might be for your storm, but
Okay. That couple is starting to look tighter for sure.
yep. I got the
Their stream.
tweet, but
What's that, John?
I got the tweet, but a lot of times that precedes what I see on radar scope.
Oh yeah. Holy cow. We got a NASCAR turn here. It's the opposite direction. That was cool. Making our way.
Let's see.
Crawling up on it. Just like we do. Oh man. The rain is back. Yeah, I like the last velocity stand on that south one.
Yeah. Yep.
That just, and you got, looks like CG just kind of like, or at least lightning all around this, the couplet, so.
Are you a little bit south of like the hill four part?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm basically west.
See, you know,
Yeah, I'll be able to slip right below the hail.
I haven't seen your spotted beacon update.
Okay.
It's 640. No, that says 646. So
Okay.
let's see. I don't know where that one.
I'm so glad I'm not on that north storm. Holy moly. That north storm is gonna wash out. We'll actually be out of our rain here not too long. There's some visibility here soon.
Really?
Rumble bars. working. Thank you, Freddie John, for the tip on getting my
What's he
fix.
doing?
That's been driving me nuts. Okay, here we go. Heading east. Here we go. It's gonna be a little rainy here, and then we should clear up soon. Haha. We got one of them up here. Living in Nebraska, chasing in Iowa. That's all right by me. A little chilly up here is what also kind of scared me away. Like, what am I doing? Got to get in the warm sector.
Yeah.
I'm headed for the warm sector.
That's for sure.
Where I want to live.
Let's see. There's rotation on it, but it's just kind of broad right now.
Okay. Just waiting for us. Very nice.
Wait for you to get there.
Very nice.
Then you might just have to park it on that southern side.
Yep.
I mean, just kind of stay down there as things do their things.
Yep. Yep. I'm almost to my main road that's going to take us right into the store. In 1 mile, we're going to be heading east, going right into it.
What you got?
We'll get a view for sure.
You're being kind of crazy.
How is the pup? Well, not really a pup anymore, right?
Yeah, but she still is. She acts like a big baby. Every time she comes out of her kennel of a nap, she has to carry a little toy with her out to us with her wagging tail.
What a sweetie.
Her wagging tail.
Right there, it's a sweetie. Now, there's enough rain to jump.
Yeah,
Side roads are ugly.
good to go. Yeah, good.
Okay. 1, 2, no one there. Let's go.
Nice pause. Yeah. Nice pause. Yeah, buddy.
Going a little bit east. Yeah, I can see that's got a little shape in there. We gotta get through some pretty rough rain first. That's alright. It won't last long. A lot of rain in this hobby.
Yes. One. Let's see what happened. That was weird. It said 27 watching and then it went to 8.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
But I think it'll bounce back. It's just
We get
you're
some,
underneath this thing right now. This thing struggling a bit. The beer will
yeah.
be careful with what you eat. A glassy, and spread it on its neck.
It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. We're going through the thick of it now. I bet that's pretty loud in the stream. On the other side of this. Maybe we'll see the edge. I love the edge, like oh man. That's so cool. Love that. I guess to have some longevity in this, you have to be somewhat easily entertained.
Getting
gotta have a big
through the I always want to be there right now, but it just doesn't happen. This thing's moving about 15 knots.
yeah.
It'll be
Well, stay around.
yeah.
We're almost out of the rain, friends.
What happens if I refresh this?
Hill is high. That's on a hill like that, man. I hate seeing stuff like that.
Anna Tunender says it sounds like it's hailing in Harlan, Iowa.
I would not doubt it.
Yeah.
And there's probably a little bit more on the way. It doesn't look too bad, though. Compared to what we have seen as of late.
Let's see. Yeah, I switched over also to just a second over to Des Moines.
Thanks for checking.
So this storm is rotating from both angles, and now the one that you're splitting, the one on the bottom, that one might even
Be showing a little bit of life.
yeah, that one's starting to strengthen. And might even
I'm gonna try to get out here
end up.
east for a merger, right? Sorry,
Yeah,
John.
I would just get east.
Yep.
Just keep punching east.
Let's play for the merger, friends. We're gonna get out towards maybe even Lewis, which isn't that far away. So, by George, we saw a structure today in broad daylight. I almost fell over and passed out.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Looks like you should be breaking out
Yeah.
any second here.
Yep. I've got nice skies in front of me and rain behind.
What you got? What you got?
I am probably gonna have to zip around this frame here.
I know. Money.
Where do you go? You got 2 feet. Please.
Daylight's going away. still have a thunderstorm warning on that storm to our east too. So here we go. Hasn't gone away. We got enough flat.
Oh no, it's starting to rotate more.
Okay.
Latest scan shows it kind of developing a kind of a hook.
Kind of right there
A
by
broad one.
Hancock or.
Yep, right at Hancock.
Yep. Okay.
Broad rotation, but it's definitely rotating.
All right. Very good. Awesome. Just kind of moving off, kind of looking at Walnut right now. I'm out of the rain. Out of the rain. So yeah, I'm just trying to get east of it, and then I'll go north. Mari, maybe? Okay. Gotta get past Oakland.
Let me pull up radar Omega.
Getting close to Oakland now, so
Analyze this a little bit more.
nice.
Yeah, let's see here.
All right, here we go. We're kind of getting back into it, so you can start to see that structure of the storm that we're nearing here off to the left. It's been a little while since we've been on something, so hopefully everybody's awake. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
We got a thunder warning, Supercell. A little bit of a beauty, kind of a kidney bean.
And by the way, if you're looking for Mike on radar as a spotter, he's under Mike Nova.
Thank you, John. I am under the spotter network as Mike Nova. That is correct.
Mike Nova, yes. So
That's a good point. Thanks, John.
that'll give those spotter network folks
A real run
like
for their money.
wondering, well, who's this guy? Where is he at? Oh,
That's right. We're going to give them a real run for their money.
that's him.
That's the one.
That might be something to add to your description too at some point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll do that.
That way, we know. I'm finding all sorts of little things, but I just want to, maximum exposure.
Yeah. How do you like the maximum effort on the description of my current live stream?
It's
It's a max.
live storm chase, Nebraska, Iowa.
That's pretty much all she wrote.
Developing a
That was pretty much just run and go. Kara, help me. I thought I had, yeah. Turns out just moblin for the, my app kind of died for the first time. So. Cruising right ahead.
Yeah, the storm you're on right now is the only storm at the moment.
Pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was looking at the stuff down to the south, and like, nah.
Yeah. Might be tough down there.
Yeah. You know what? If this is a swan song, so be it. It is all good.
Yep.
It is all good.
Let me pull up. Yeah, guys. Got
Okay.
38 likes on the stream.
Hey, that is super appreciative. StormCentric is the dark horse of live streaming. Just stay tuned. Before you know it, you're going to have John and Freddie and me all surrounding a EF whatever.
Right.
We'll be out there.
This is the what we're doing now is we are getting all the kinks out.
That's right. Working it.
And we're racking up watch hours. So
That is true. Yeah, anybody that enjoys the Storm content, please go check out John McKinney's YouTube page, Freddie McKinney. Some of the most amazing footage you'll ever see. I can tell you that. And there's only more to come. So Alex Riesel, Ryan Shaw, Connor Croft. I bet Connor's out there. He's probably in Texas right now, isn't he?
yeah, I just saw his car on Freddie's stream a little while ago. They're all there running together and on the same cell all the time lately.
Yeah, just kind of doing a caravan. That's pretty smart.
Yeah. Topic and Storm Runner Media, and
Yeah.
Connor and Freddie, and
Oh man, Copic.
maybe even Corey Gherkin.
Yeah.
And then they're just they've kind of developed that kind of a deal at the moment.
Nice. Little cadence. Casey, shout out. Oakland, Iowa.
Oh my lands, I'm seeing a piece of hail in Eli's hand. It is definitely a softball.
Oh my gosh.
He's holding a softball in his hand.
Oh no. Something they drove up to, or that they were...
I don't know where they got that.
Okay, hopefully it's just a matter of
I'll have to back it up a little bit and see.
finding a souvenir and nothing more.
He ran out, got it in the field.
It's bigger.
Maybe.
It's bigger than a baseball.
Oh boy. Thanks.
It's a softball.
I don't want to see that. Yeah, I got
No, you've kind of been through that lately.
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
you?
good. I'm good. I got my 10-year, my decade fix.
You got your fix, so let's just
We're good.
exactly.
Oh.
Me too.
Yeah.
I definitely don't need. The thing is, you rack up the dollars having to fix all the damage. So
Yep. Sometimes the Lord speaks softly and sometimes more loudly.
yes,
And that was 100% of, this is just a reminder that it's night. And where are you?
yes. So your storm has a TVS signature.
I see that. It's got a little, let's call it an icon. A little indicator. I'm kind of moving along with it. It's right here to the north of me.
South one is
Maybe about 5 miles.
hanging in there too and getting a little stronger, but it's
Oh,
do you
yeah.
have
Yeah, I see that.
can you give us a view of what you're seeing
Insofar
to the
as
north? Can you see anything or not?
not really. It's kind of, I'm facing right into it right now. So what I think I'm gonna do is probably let that one go and get east on the one behind me to see if it's gonna do anything.
Yeah, the one behind you seems to be getting a little stronger.
Yeah. Even if it's a kind of a swan song event, we'll get, maybe some structure, get a look out of it.
North one still has rotation. It's just kind of in a weird spot.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting inflow, and then it's. I don't know. I'd stay in position for both of them, actually.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the east.
Now the bottom one does start to look like it is pulling in some inflow on the bottom.
Yep.
And kind of wrapping towards a tiny little kink down, or a couplet.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, the hail core just jumped off the map.
Yeah, it did. So
this one that I'm on is almost
amazing football to see.
Looks very dead. So I think I'm going to take advantage and punch east while I can.
Yeah.
We got a little traffic here.
Yeah, the hail core just went up some more.
That's going to be the other thing. Okay, so I'm in no way, shape, or
up to
form.
64 dBZs on the southern one now.
I'm even thinking about. No, I'm going to stay up here. I thought about going south to Carson to get, but no, that's I will get hail destroyed if I do that. Maybe not destroyed, but it won't be fun. So
yeah, I would go east a little bit more, and then just kind of look back, because it's actually the storm track says it's coming toward Highway 6.
Yeah, the storm track goes right over my location.
It does.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
Let's see, where's this?
Now, if we can just get some CGs and a little bit of time lapse, I think we'd be in great shape. I might bust out the tripod. Oh yeah, we got a little. I see what it's trying to do. All right. I see what you're trying to do. Let's go take a look here. I'm kind of excited about this view here, so hang in there. Hang in, stream.
Yeah.
Hang in, centric stream. The centric stream. How about that? The centric stream.
For sure. So where?
For sure.
Let's see. Back it up a little bit. I thought I just heard
we got to cross. We got a road here. Definitely a dirt road, but I'm okay with that. And it's not somebody's driveway.
in the softball.
I mean, that's what we're looking at right there.
I copy that.
Yeah, you're I don't know why. Is that my thing? Are you kidding me? What is it? I don't know why Freddie's so far out of position. Thank you.
Well, we're just sitting here near Oakland, Iowa, watching this storm kind of to the south move up towards us to the northeast. It's got a hail core on it. We'll probably just kind of watch it, and if it starts to intensify in any way, we'll just move more to the east, see what it's got in store. Just watching it for now. Let's get outside for a second. Take a look. Oh. Woo! Getting on the outside. It's nice. Moo cow. Yeah, so you can see the cell down to the south that we're kind of watching. Kind of interesting stuff right around there. Well, focus actually looks pretty good for once. Thanks for the tip on that. But yeah, don't know. We'll kind of see what happens here. Let's see, what's velocity doing? I guess it's just kind of hanging in there, not really doing much, is it?
I think Freddie missed the second tornado. I don't know why they were way out of position on it. And he's so far behind it. I think he was fiddling with something, maybe that softball, and forgot what he was doing. But you got 21 that says watching at the moment, Michael.
Nice. It's awesome. We're gonna reposition real quick and let this thing make its way towards us. I think we got some pretty good lightning that we might be able to see here.
Then you can just keep rolling in front of it until it's necessary to.
Yep. We're here to see if we can get a thunderstorm warning out of this thing, at the least. Oh, that's a nice blind spot. Wow.
Well, there's a special. Let's see.
There's a special state
warning on your storm right now.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, oh boy.
Down by Carson, it's probably where it's going to develop.
Seems likely, right? Getting out a little ahead. Got a nice road coming up too, so I can always jump down. I'll probably end up kind of going to Lewis, Griswold area, and then see what happens. I'm gonna try to get us a view though, so we can watch it. Oh my goodness. Has the John, as far as you can tell, has the data been able to hang in there? Data, no interruptions or long periods of data loss?
Yeah, pretty much. It has some. Right now, it's kind of hesitating and doing a little bit of spinning.
Okay.
But it keeps coming back. It might.
Booster's definitely on. So. Did Alex go down there with them? Do you know?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
no, I don't think so. Because they've been down there for multiple days.
yeah, okay. Because I saw like South Dakota was kind of perking up a little bit, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he made the trip or. All right, so let's get a little angle here. Hopefully, let's see. I'm trying to check. Not okay. There we go. I mean, that's a raggedy looking wall cloud thingy. little bit of lowering there. You'd have to be kind of creative to call that a wall cloud, but
Okay, I'm just.
but we're looking basically to the southwest towards Carson, Iowa. And you can kind of see right there. You know, a couple little guys down there like bink, 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 bink all along. Nothing really crazy going on there, but see edge of it right there. Whoop. Other edge over here, wherever that might be. Right there.
Let's see.
Don't you just love spring storms? That was pretty awesome. Get on there. Gosh, I'm trying to land an aircraft carrier. Land on one. Okay, so yeah, we're just hanging out to the north of this thing, watching it make its way up towards us. Right now, if we stayed here, yeah, it might go right over us, actually. This might be directly in the path. And right behind that feature, that lowering back there, you can see the lightning coming out of it, but there's a hail core right behind that lowering right there.
Yeah.
So it's not very big. It's not a car killer, but it's definitely, there's definitely hail in there. Later on in the season, when we get on some big storms, I'll kind of show you outside, and I'm sure you've seen it before if you watched other videos, but sometimes you'll see a blue hue inside of the storm that outlines where the hail is.
What's she doing?
Not really happening here in this case. It's more of what you can kind of see on radar, and that thick white kind of mist is where the hail is, which might be tough to see on the stream. But on radar, we don't have, what I would say a classic, big thing going on here or anything, but there is a little bit of a feature there. So, you have your Supercell here, semi-discrete, but this whole thing is likely rotating, and you got this little hook feature right here, and that hook feature, this whole thing is moving right up towards where we're sitting. So we basically just positioned kind of in front of it here as it's moving up to the northeast. Yeah. So, welcome to spring storm chasing. I don't know if this is still early. Ooh, there's a nice CG. I don't know if this is early season edition. It depends. This is kind of prime time for Texas, wouldn't you say? I mean, that's how I look at it. Just as the year goes on, the geographies of where the intensity changes slightly, just moves to the north. So March, April, Texas, southern Texas, northern Texas, Oklahoma maybe a little bit, and then it just starts moving up as the year progresses. But you get these weird setups that will happen outside of a normal, area that you would see severe storms this time of year. So it can happen. We had fluky weather last year, and we're kind of having it this year, but prime time is probably down in Texas and Oklahoma right now. Prime geography. John, were you looking at Monday, by the way? This thing's starting to get a legitimate hook on it, on radar. That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, even velocities. So it's small little couplet happening, kind of, sort of, trying, broadish. rotation is what I should say. You can kind of see how it just popped into, boop. So you have the, the reds and the greens, and reds going away, greens going towards the radar. So we know Omaha is to the west of us, so that green must be inflow. That's kind of how you can determine that outside of eyes, visual inflow. This is cool and all that jazz. It's amazing when it's really rocking. Man, you'll know it. This is cool and all that jazz, and the visuals are pretty nice. Just wait until this year when we get monster beasts that we're chasing. But yeah, this is kind of the evening right here. We're just hanging out. We're gonna let this thing come right towards us. No reason to move. Until that is, we might have to go a little bit east just to stay out of the hail. But by and large, I'm kind of hoping it goes a little bit to our north, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's go out and take a look again, shall we? Yeah, just kind of a classic look back there. Beautiful out here. Hopefully you guys can hear the birds going, and lightning and thunder and wildlife. It's incredible. It's amazing. Who wouldn't want this as their office anyway? Seeing if we get maybe a bolt on the stream or something. But yeah, you can start to see the stuff heading this way. Let's see what Johnson's doing. Oh. Woo! 59 degrees. Let's go.
Yeah, it says 58 on your screen.
Okay. I'm glad IRL is working. It looked really good about 5 minutes ago. Now I'm not sure what it's doing.
Oakland, Iowa, elevation 1337. I might add that to mine elevation.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Kind of interesting, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you see that little guy? Hmm. Get the rain out of there. Okay, I got these. More of a full view there from the north side of the storm there, all the way in. Pretty cool. for a did not plan to be out today. I wasn't sure how this was going to all go. Work all day kind of a situation. Here, I'm going to reposition just a little bit and give a different perspective real quick. All right. Let this guy go. There you go. Did I hear Freddie? It sounds like he's got something. Cool.
Down in east of Lubbock.
Okay, got you. Well, here's our little Supercell. Okay, we got a little bit of a left to right motion going on here. Cool. Nice.
But he's super far away from it now. I think I'm not really seeing it.
Okay. Man. Oh, am I excited for peak season. Maybe we'll get lucky and this year we'll document tons of stuff and no humans are impacted, no destruction. We can hope for that, right? We can hope for that. Everything gonna be all right. Oh man. Appreciate anybody that's still hanging on the stream. We're just watching this storm here kind of out by Oakland, Iowa. It's a beautiful little cell. Just don't know if it's gonna what she's gonna do. Dang it. I'm gonna take one more look on the south side here. clear for U-turn. Clear, clear, clear. Do 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 do. We're gonna be all right. Recognize you're looking at me for the pay cut. To that one spot. Real quick, take a look here.
Where'd she go?
Kind of moving over us.
She's getting sneaky.
All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All the way back, all the way down. Pretty clouds though. Well, let's punch back through it. I think it's time to head. It's time to head west. Wonder if we could get like a. So it's, what are we doing here? Cooling off. Yep. Yeah. Cool to look at that little influence right there, that little structure.